Hi guys, back with another video, this time on creatine. If you are a fitness enthusiast, I am 100% sure that you would have heard of creatine. So creatine is a supplement that has been so thoroughly researched and it's been proven to be effective on pretty much almost every single study out there. Obviously, there are some people who are non-responders because it just means that their body naturally creates enough creatine and supplementing is just not worthwhile for them. So what is creatine? Creatine is a supplement that improves gym performance in general, weightlifting and endurance. The way that it does that is it acts on the phosphocreatine energy system, which is responsible for short bursts of energy. Okay, so essentially just makes those energy systems more effective and more efficient. Just to let you guys know, you don't actually need to supplement with creatine because creatine is naturally produced by the body, but for those who aren't producing enough creatine and they need more, they can actually obtain it from meats, fish and poultry. You get about approximately 4 to 5 grams of creatine per 1 gram of those meats. So really, if you have 3 meals a day that have some sort of meat in them, you really do not need to supplement. In this video, I'd like to go over the benefits of creatine, side effects and dangers, as well as how to sort of cycle the dosage, just to help you to make your supplementation of creatine more effective for your training progress. Let's get started. So, some of the biggest sort of benefits of creatine is the fact that it allows you to train for longer before you start to feel fatigue. You know, if you are on a diet, it also protects the muscle from breakdown. It helps you build leaner muscle as well. It helps you perform more reps, more sets, as well as exert more power into your workouts. So if you are, for example, a power lifter who is doing your 1 rep max, it will help you to exert more power into that workout, into that activity or exercise, which is really, really good because it means that you'll be able to train for longer and harder and even recover faster. So creatine is generally a no-brainer, but as I said, you do not need a supplement. You can obtain your creatine from meat. So just to put it in shorter, people gain their muscle mass because creatine enables them to push harder for longer and recover faster, which means that they'll be able to train the same muscle group a little bit faster. Obviously, I still recommend 2 to 3 days of rest before you train the same muscle group again. This will enable your muscle to truly recover before it gets torn again, which is really important for its building phase. For the people who are currently dieting or trying to lose weight and believe that creatine will help them, it can help you because again, you can work harder and you can work for longer, which means that you can definitely get most of your workout. However, if you do notice a weight gain, do not worry because creatine itself can cause a weight gain of 1 to 2 kilograms just due to the water retention, because that's what essentially it does. It retains a lot of water in the muscle to help them function smoothly and better, essentially. Just to let you guys know, I am mostly talking about creatine monohydrate. I'm fully aware that there are different types of creatine, like creatine ethyl ester or buffer, you know. However, or HCl, I think that's another one. There is no scientific evidence to prove that these are any better than creatine monohydrate. Most of the studies have been done using creatine monohydrate, and the most effective has shown to be creatine monohydrate. So if you are taking any sort of supplements, the best one to do to take is 100% creatine monohydrate. Okay, that is the best quality one, and that is the one that has shown to give the most effects. So yeah, hope that helps. Now I'd like to discuss how to cycle it and how to do the dosage correctly. Okay, so in regards to the dosage, you need to cycle your creatine, okay? Because this is the most effective way, and even if you overdo it, or if you have excessive amounts of creatine, it will just get lost in urine as well. So really, there's no point in doing it any more than you have to. Okay. So the way to cycle your creatine, when you first start, you should be having, well, the recommended dosage, or the most effective dosage, has shown to be 0.3 grams of creatine per 1 kilogram of your body weight. So for instance, I'm 52 kilograms. If I was to have 0.3 grams of creatine, then I would need to eat about 15.6 grams of creatine per day. Now I would do that for 7 days, and after the 7 days you reduce it. Okay, so after 7 days you should be having 0.03 grams of creatine per kilogram of body weight. So if I was to have 0.03 grams per my 52 kilogram of body weight, then I would have to consume 1.56 grams for every single day for up to 3 weeks. After those 4 weeks, you should stop for about 2 weeks or more. So essentially what happens is, over the 4 weeks, your body will retain and essentially get loaded with creatine, okay, which means that you do not need any more, and you should stop, because then the rest would just be a waste, and then start cycling all over again after a period of time. What I would do to decide when to restart is just see how you feel during your workouts. If you start to feel fatigued again very fast, or start feeling different, more tired, or you can't push as hard, that's potentially when you should kind of restart. But make sure that's not any shorter than 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks even later. Okay. Now, with regards to side effects and dangers, the biggest side effects that were not noticed or recognized is when you first start to take creatine. Okay, if you overdo it, or if you just simply take it, some people are simply sensitive to new chemicals, so it's totally understanding. But side effects includes things like stomach cramping, nausea, headaches, even constipation, some people have said. So these are things that can get sort of triggered, but they do go away after your body has adapted. So if you are, facing these sort of symptoms, make sure to reduce it, and maybe build it up instead. Because that's also really important, to build up your tolerance. Okay, another thing that I wanted to say is, in regards to the supplements, like I mentioned before, the most effective one has been proven to be creatine monohydrate. Okay, so the best quality supplement is 100% creatine monohydrate. Okay, now, as I also mentioned earlier, you should really obtain all your creatine, protein, and all of that from natural foods. I do take weight gainer shake currently, but it's not because I don't have a balanced diet. It's simply because I cannot physically eat enough calories to maintain my body mass. I'm currently trying to gain weight, my muscle mass. I slowed it down now because of coronavirus, and there's no gym, so I can't really exert as much power into my workouts, because they're mostly now sort of endurance, because I don't have heavy weights. So if you are wanting to take a supplement, 100% creatine is the one I would go with. And one of my personal favorites that I used to use before I learned about creatine was from Optimum Nutrition. The reason why I like Optimum Nutrition is because they test their products, which is really, really important. Not many companies do that, just because the regulations on supplements are so unregulated. There are so many loopholes. About 25% of supplements that you'll take will have a steroid in it that is not in ingredients. Okay, that's something to also watch out for. This is why I like Optimum Nutrition. I don't take their product at this moment because I know how to do my diet, and I want to continue with a balanced diet instead. And I believe that a balanced diet will do me much better than supplements. However, if you are wanting to take a supplement, I would recommend Optimum Nutrition, because we test their product, which really goes to show that the company cares about what you think and your progress and the quality of your product. So yeah, that's it. So by now you should know how to supplement, what creatine does for your body and the benefits, and that you shouldn't be supplementing. Nevertheless, I have left a link for the Optimum Nutrition creatine powder. It's better with the powder as well, because you can put it into your smoothies and you do not taste it, whereas the capsules, they are normally about 2.5 grams of creatine. So again, if you're going down after the first week of supplementing, then that will probably be too much. I mean, I might be totally wrong, because I'm very small, and that's why my 0.03 grams is only 1.56 grams, but for bigger people obviously it'll be a lot more. So just do your calculations and then check out if you should have a capsule, or if a powder would be easier to sort of get your dosages correctly, because it's very much easier to sort of make smaller and measure them out. Anyway, I hope that this video helped. If you have any questions, or if there's any other supplement you'd like me to review, comment below or private message me. I would be more than happy to review, because also I am very excited to sort of hear what you guys have to say, and yeah, I want to help people. So thank you for watching.